We are live. Shout out to anybody who's watching this on the replay. This is the Friday Live brought to you by the Hood, and we are here every Friday. Myself, Jimmy, and my brother Corey. What's up, Corey?
Yo, what it is though?
Hey, man, everything's good, man. Waiting for our folks to come in and join us as they do every Friday. When we come here, just to chop it up, see what's what. You know what I'm saying? How was your week?
I didn't trade a thing this week. I didn't do anything.
Hey, that's a positive week. That's a positive week right there. You know what I mean? Shout out to the stock market. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Sunday play. Coinbase. Smoked the Coinbase pack. Brian Armstrong pack this week. As you come in, do me a favor. Let me know who's here. Hit the like button. Hit the love button. That helps us get in front of more folks. And we in a couple different groups. Latoya is here. Our sister Latoya. What's up with you? How are you? Latoya, did you get my email? Because I definitely sent you an email last night. Corey, you was on the email too, so hopefully you got it. But yeah, so people are coming in. I see folks joining on both platforms, YouTube as well as Facebook. Chaz says Spy and Ford both hit in my Corey voice. You're Jose, what's up, beloved? How you, Jose? What's good with you? You know what I'm saying? So as people come in, man, let us know who's here. We're not going to be here too long because we got so much work to do. We have our last week of camp tomorrow. This camp has been a success this year, but we have our last week coming up tomorrow. Man, we got a bunch of stuff going on, man. So, we got to get to that work. You told me now you'll be there. So it's all good. I was just, putting it out there. So you're fine. You're fine. Dominican O's in the building. What's up with you, O? How are you? You dig? So like I said, we'll be here a short period of time because we got some stuff to do for this camp tomorrow, our last day of camp, as well as some other work that we got going on, man. I got these various real estate deals I'm trying to work on. We got a bunch of stuff to put together. Sean is in the building. Sean, what's up with you, cuz?
Years old.
So the week was interesting. Like I said, smoked the Brian Armstrong pack real crazy. You know what I mean? Yesterday, Corey and I had a chance to speak at an event. We're going to talk about that in a second. I got special guests confirmed for the next 2 Tuesdays that come to the class. Chaz is bringing special teachers into her Chasing Bags with Chaz series, which is in the MDC.
Nice.
Also, by the way, Monday evening was dope too. Remember, we had that class on Monday, mystery shopping class, which is a whole other thing that I learned about. That was like a whole culture I didn't know existed.
Right.
Wrapping up the last week of school, passing but taking a GPA here. You got it, good brother. I remember I used to stress on my GPA. Well, after my first year. My first year was atrocious in college, but that's either here nor there. But funny thing is, once I graduated with my degree, I don't think anybody's ever asked me what my GPA was.
Ever.
Yeah, I mean, and the funny thing is, I worked hard. I'm proud of my GPA. I was Magna, not Summa. I was Magna, the other one. But it don't really matter because no one's ever asked me.
3.55 was my GPA when I graduated, and it didn't matter one bit. No one ever asked me.
No one ever asked me, anywhere. In employer, insurance, no one ever asked me what my GPA was, which is just interesting, man. Not that you shouldn't have a high GPA, man. Jose, do it.
I mean, like I said, 3.55 ain't nothing to sneeze at. It ain't the best GPA in the world, but it's also.
Hold on. We have one of the funniest people on the entire planet in here. Tanelia is in the building.
Her page is.
She got the best page on every social, yo.
Her page is absolutely amazing.
Listen, that's how I know. I put something good at when I get a laugh out of her, because because she with the shits. But Tanelia, what's up with you though? We miss you, man. I know you.
What part of the world you in right now?
I know you out here getting money all over the world, but what's up with you? Absolutely, Jose. It says GPAs are only needed to be divisive for internships. Yeah, how about that? As long as you pass and grad school C's get degrees. I'm gonna put that on a t-shirt. Grad school C's get degrees.
Yeah, you get it's hard to get into grad school with C's, but once you there.
Yo, one of the illest things I think I've ever seen is when your man George W. was president, right? In retrospect, George W. was a funny president, right? But everybody hated him when he was running the free world, as they say. Everybody hated the bull. But I look back at some of his behaviors, and it's pure comedy, yo. I mean, I don't know if he was had more comedy than 4 or 5, but he was giving a speech one time, and in his speech, he was talking to kids. I forgot what kind of school he was at, but he told them he was like, "Yo, keep up the good work. Maintain, get C's, because if you get all C's, one day you could be president, just like me." I said, "Damn, dog."
Told the truth. Shame to tell.
I said, "Damn, dog." Shout out to W, man. W was wilding, man.
He was out here tripping.
Yeah, he definitely was tripping, man. So tonight he says, "I'm back in Qatar from Dubai. Had to go." I'm back and in full effect. Classes on classes, missed y'all. That's what's up.
Hey, I'm all with that.
Yeah, no doubt. You gotta do that every once in a while. That has to be done. You did. That has to be done. Well, who was the one that couldn't spell potato? Was that him?
Probably Don.
You said it was Donnie? I don't know.
It had to be or W. It had to be W because HR, his pop was pretty sharp. The son is a dullard.
Yo, I realized today that my spelling was getting worse. Right, I was working on something. I'm writing it out, and I realized it's because of Microsoft Word, like because I don't have to spell anything right because it corrects me. And as I'm doing this, I'm like, yo, like my spelling is falling off just because I don't have to think about it no more. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. What you think, man? Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Depends on how much you write.
I guess that's true, right? I've won a number of spelling bees.
My thing is this: like this is why I handwrite things, right? Because when I put them on paper, it feels like for me it feels better when I put them on paper.
Nah, I ain't with that. I'm digital. I'm in a digital. I'm in a digital space.
Fully digital age.
Yeah, I'm in a fully digital age. Yo, and don't speak it because Toya mentioned something else. My handwriting is mid, and I'm working on that. It's shameful. Yo, my handwriting fell off too. Like, what was I watching? I was watching. I think it was Game of Thrones, and I was watching that, and they were writing. They had back because of the time period, and they was like scribing. I was like, damn, that's beautiful. Like, my handwriting is below mid now.
He said below.
Because when do I use it? I don't write anything. Yo, even my signatures come digitally now. So it's like, Anyway, let me see. So tonight has a question. What's going on in these real estate streets? Everyone talking about a crash, but I just sold my house all cash and it's for asking price. So here's the thing about real estate. Real estate is always been a regional thing.
Yeah, it's definitely regional. And local real estate, depending upon where you at, is the price is not going nowhere.
We still got bidding wars here in our market. So
yeah,
the whole idea of things crashing is kind of comical. But also, when everything went crazy in 08, we didn't get hit at all for the most part. So,
but that's because we the richest, poorest city in the country, man. Like, there's a lot of rich people here and a lot of poor people. Like, this is the literal city of haves and have-nots.
GC's in the building. GC, what's up with you, man? You back at McDonald's or you back in the NFT streets? Or did the NFT streets put you in McDonald's? Ashley, what's up with you, Ash? The funniest thing is watching my students who have never learned cursive get confused when a form asks for his signature.
Damn.
Yeah, think about that though, right? When we came up, that was like a actual class where you had to like write cursive.
So I make my sons write their name in cursive. I don't make them write anything else in cursive but their name.
I mean, that's for signature purposes, but I've seen some of these signatures these days and they wow.
Yeah, I'm just saying, but I don't, I ain't the, the what's the name pop, the militant pop where you got to write everything in cursive, but you do have to learn how to write your name in cursive.
Man, let them become a doctor. You see a doctor signature, yo, doctors be like, whoa. They don't even write nothing. They just put a straight line across.
One fucking swoop.
You ain't got time for that. They tried to make clean the bathrooms. I had to quit on my first day. I'm applying to Chick-fil-A now. Yo,
at least you had Sundays off.
Yo, I saw a story that Chick-fil-A, I don't know how true this is because there could be somebody that's trying to slander God's restaurant. It said they tried to pay some people in chicken or something like that. And I was like, yo, that
wildin'. They wildin'.
Let me see if I can find an article to show that. I happened to see it. It was one of the things that like came down my feed. I was like, no, this is slander.
That's pure slander.
I said, no, that can't be true. They got to be slander. Let me see. Let's see. All right, we'll share this article with you guys real quick. See how GC about to get his next paycheck. But I tell you, this is what happens when you know. Yes, Chick-fil-A really tried to pay workers in chicken. 5 chicken sandwiches per hour to be exact.
Yo, yo,
what feels like
out of here. I'm refusing to believe this. I'm
North
refusing
Carolina.
to believe this, man.
Yo, hold up.
Yo, people really believe this God's chicken, yo, man. Like they taking this to the head. You can't be serious. You try to pay people in chicken, yo.
I think they were trying to be all right. So reading it, it sounds like they were trying to be funny. You know, everybody try to be like Wendy's, right? But everybody don't have who Wendy's has. Wendy's has like one of the most popular and also amazing.
Because whoever running their page got jokes. Like they page be hilarious.
Yeah. So, but this is what it sounds like. So they said they were looking for volunteers to work a drive-through, and they were going to pay them in chicken. But to me, that's what this art. Like, so it is true, but it sounds to me like a bad joke that you know, everybody. It's funny we see McDonald's trying to be Wendy's, and they just be terrible at it. Like everybody, you know,
Wendy's tear them a new asshole every time they start going back and forth.
Oh yeah, they cook them. They cook them every time. They said a day's work is 5 meals. So Chad said, I practiced my signature before becoming a doctor. I had to perfect it. It's in the blood. Yeah.
I mean, listen.
It's in North Carolina. I almost sent Corey this story to start the slander.
No, I'm going to be slanderous. Because they trying to serve them lunchroom chicken.
All right. See, this is where you go too far. What's up, Vigon?
They try to serve them lunchroom chicken.
Ashley said they said the food shortage will make people desperate. Yeah, Wendy's has one of the best social media pages. Like they really do. Like
period.
And like, funny thing is,
not for a food page, but period.
So it was a white chick that was doing that. I like read articles on her. She's since left because she got money or chicken, for lack of a better term, thrown at her. But she trained up a staff to show them the proper way to be. But anyway, yeah. So that's what that was. That was terrible, though. That's why you got to find your own lane. You just can't be doing what everybody else do. You know what I mean? Instagram. Yo, Instagram was crazy, right? You see, so Instagram was slowly becoming TikTok, right? And people got upset and started a petition, like, you know, make Instagram again or something like that. And they got a bunch of like heavy influencers on it. Yo, the CEO straight came out like, yo, we rolling everything back. I think I had like 4 updates this week. But anyway, speaking of tech, though.
So they stopped with the reels for everything?
So there's reels is still, so that's interesting too, because they had earnings this week, right? Yeah. And when you listen to on the call, Zuckerberg said that at this point, that's like their fastest growing thing. Like 30% of attention comes from reels or whatever. So that's not going away, but they're not trying to jump that fast. Like they were really going out the window though. The update before the most recent one, it was basically making Instagram TikTok. I got the joint. I was like, this is TikTok with an Instagram logo. Like, what are we doing here? Like, you know, but that shows when you have nothing proprietary,
you can't protect it. They basically was trying to put them out of business.
Yeah, but people fought back. People didn't like that. It's like, yo, if I wanted this, I would just go to TikTok. But they kind of rolled back, which was interesting to see. Just said, yeah, and the algos are trash.
Snapchat is they did Snapchat dirty.
Oh, they did them terribly dirty. They did them completely dirty. But speaking of tech, though, right? So, you know, all the earnings that have been reported during this season, for the most part, not all have been trash, right? But Apple and Amazon came out this week and actually
and Microsoft.
Yeah. But Apple and Amazon specifically, they got busy.
Yeah, they did.
They got busy. So, all right, let me share a quick article about that as well. Stock gains for Apple and Amazon lift all of big tech, right? So Apple had better than expected third quarter earnings, which was via strong sales of the iPhone. Amazon, at the time of this article, jumped close to 12%. Second quarter sales increase of 7%. That's crazy. The estimates were 119 billion. They did 121.
Yo, do you know how much stuff they got to sell to get a 7% sales increase? Like,
Yes.
like
Yes.
a 7% sales increase for them might as well be a 70% sales increase because they
Yes.
already selling a bunch of stuff.
So my question to you is this though, because I saw some people say that Apple and Amazon are flourishing and they're holding up the whole market. Like they're holding up the inevitable um,
Yeah,
by the money they're putting up. What are your thoughts on this? Right, because a couple years ago everybody was like fanged out. Everybody wanted everything to do with fang, 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 fang. So what do you think about that at this point?
I mean, I personally, um, I don't really care. I
And by the
just
way, fang was what? It was Facebook.
it was
It was
Facebook,
Facebook,
Apple,
Amazon,
Amazon, Netflix,
Netflix,
and
and
Google.
Google. For those that don't know, that was fang back then. Um, But looks like Apple and Amazon are still doing their thing in this crazy time. People are still buying iPhones. Um, People are still buying iPhones, and people are still shopping on Amazon.
Man, the S&P is Tesla. The S&P basically is Tesla and those companies that you mentioned, right? I
Yeah.
mean, I'm gonna tell you like this, man. Apple, Amazon, and Microsoft for the next, they're not going to struggle. So the market overall
Corey
might
loved Microsoft, boy. Corey loved Microsoft. He found a way to put them in every convo.
no, because if you look at it, Microsoft went nuts so this week. They went nuts this week. So I'm not putting them in there because I think they're
No,
better than those two
no,
companies.
that comment wasn't about just this conversation. It's just in general.
It's about in general. So what I would say is this: I don't think the big boys are going to let because nobody's not getting on Amazon. Nobody is going to stop buying Apple products. I don't care if the economy crashes because everybody need a phone. Everybody, Apple is the name brand. They're not going nowhere.
Because here's the thing about Microsoft, right? So looking at Microsoft's earnings real fast, they missed their earnings.
They did, but their forward guidance was nuts.
Yeah, so that's what it was. So they went up a little bit. They went up but that's the thing. It still wasn't like Amazon. Amazon jumped like
They
double digits.
destroyed their Jones.
Yeah. Yeah. So
They
let me
destroyed it in the
start with
forward
that.
guidance. Like my thing is this, man. Amazon is 40% of the market, the world market on the internet.
So here's
And
Microsoft.
they also have AWS.
Here's Microsoft. 223 per share versus 229, which was expected. The revenue was 51.87 billion. What was expected is 52.44. So it definitely didn't hit. Um, so but their forward guidance, like you said, yeah, these are in the B's, which is crazy to see that a company can make this kind of money in a quarter, but um, billions of dollars every quarter. But stock still went up 5%. Just want to add that to the conversation. But it's just interesting to see how there are a couple companies. But getting back to my real question is, do you
Can they
think it's
prop the market up?
yeah?
Yes.
Because people say they're propping the entire market up. They're holding off what's the inevitable.
Yes, they can.
Kev is in the
Because
building. Hey, yo, Kev, I sent you a WhatsApp, bro. I don't know if you saw it or not, but I'll holler at you after the show. But I check your WhatsApp.
so
Um,
what I think they can hold the market up because I think um they have been holding the market up, right? Over the last 5 years, 50% of the gains have been for the top 6 or 7 companies in the market. 50%
yeah,
of the gains of the total market have been those 6 or 7 companies.
true.
So
But
if
one
they
of the
if
things,
they've
right?
been propping the market up, then they
So,
will.
so here's GC. GC said, I'd rather buy Apple and Amazon instead of Spy. I get that, right? But here's the thing: like the reason I like Spy is because at times when these companies don't do well, so and that's the thing about being in the market for a short period of time. Because if you've just started investing over the last 10 years, you really haven't seen the multiple cycles. The thing about having Spy versus having Apple and Amazon is when you have Spy, you have things like P&G, you have things like Coca-Cola, you have things that will fall under the consumer discretionary. So when tech or these specific companies aren't doing
Take a
too well,
beating.
yeah, you're still doing well. Like so that's one of the reasons why people always talk about like VU or Spy is you're pretty much protecting yourself on all ends. Let's see. Bought a new iPad today. Which ones you get, Kev? You get the Air, you got the Pro, you got the Mini. Which iPad did you get? I'm thinking about. Don says Microsoft and Google are the only two big tech companies I trust for the next 20 years. Interesting comment. I don't know about that, but interesting nonetheless.
Yeah, I mean, 20 years, I'll keep Amazon in there.
Yeah, Amazon, man. Like, yo.
You talking about over the next 20 years, I trust Amazon.
I don't think there's one person I know that isn't affected by Amazon in some form or fashion.
Yeah, because most people don't understand that Amazon's biggest thing isn't its sales, it's AWS.
Yeah, but even beyond that though, everyone I know either uses a Fire Stick, they order from Amazon, they use Zappos, they use a Kindle, right? And then when you talk about other big companies that people work for, they all use AWS. AWS dominates. Like, so I don't know anyone that I personally know that's not affected by Amazon in some way. I probably can say the same for Google. Like, Google is a literal thing now. Go Google that. Like, so their search business is always going to be there.
But YouTube also.
Thing about YouTube, which is interesting, right? So YouTube is the big behemoth, and also I think this whole NFL thing will be big too. All of them putting their bids in, and that's the kind of content you get. That kind of content, it's going to take you to the next level. I was on Apple TV last night, right? Mm-hmm. Apple TV got some fire, but I never go to watch anything on there because I just don't think to do it. But if they get the NFL, I'll be over there.
Apple or Google.
That too. See, brought up a point too. So people gonna keep playing the Xbox. Yeah, I bet if Peter Thiel gets his candidate in that presidential seat, then Google gonna get broken up. Yeah, so that's interesting.
I doubt it. I doubt it.
I listen. The only reason I don't know is because politics is a dirty game.
It is.
And Bill Gates had more money than God himself, and guess what? Them politicians grabbed their pens and was like, "Watch this. We don't care how much bread you got."
Yeah, they got on his ass.
Yeah, politics is a dirty game. Okay, so you did get the WhatsApp. That's what's up. That's what's up, Kev. Appreciate that. He's slow on building up his power in Congress. Yo, I remember back in the day, when that happened to Bill Gates, right? He had said at the time, it was an interview with him, and I think it was like the Google guys too. It was a bunch of tech guys. This is way back then. This is early 2000s, late 90s, somewhere around there. But a lot of the Silicon Valley guys, I used to read Wired magazine. They would be interviewed, and they said that at the time, they didn't understand the importance of having a political action committee. They're like, yo, we work in tech. We're trying to move the world forward. Like, we don't have to be involved in politics. They didn't want anything to do with it. Like, they wanted to be politically agnostic. They're like this, like, just leave me alone. Until that happened. When that happened to Gates, a lot of them was like, yo, we got to set up PACs. We got to put money into politics, blah, blah, blah. It's a dirty game, yo.
Yeah, because you got to protect your interests. You can't move anything forward if you got politics moving against you.
I remember watching a documentary. I think it's on Netflix. It's about Rome. It's on one of the streaming services, but it's about Rome. And dude was saying that it's like a docudrama type thing. He was saying that you go in business and you get your wealth. Once you get your wealth, you got to go to politics to protect it and preserve your wealth. So all the dudes that would get money became part of the Senate in Rome. But the reason they did that is like, yo, we got our bread now. We serve, doing cattle or trade. Now we got to protect it.
And that's literally what our Congress does. They just protect their own interests.
Educate me. All right, so SPY is an index
the top
of the
500 companies in the U.S. by revenue.
So it's the S&P 500. So when we say SPY, it's just short for that ticker SPY, which represents the S&P 500. So you got the iPad Pro. All right, pause. The 12-inch or the 11-inch? Whoa, pause. Amazon also acquiring OneMed. Yeah, that came on. That like jumped in the news cycle one right away.
But this is not their first foray into they trying to get. this is not their first foray into that sector either.
Don, this is the thing that a lot of people don't understand why SPY is so powerful. If I had to buy one investment, just one investment, forget every other thing in the stock market, it would be SPY or VU. VU also is the S&P 500, but it's the Vanguard version, which is my personal favorite version. And it's probably VDon's too, because Don is a Vanguard guy, which is why I call him VDon. But the self-cleansing part. All right, so just for the people that don't know what we mean by self-cleansing, Corey already said the S&P 500 is by revenue. So if your company starts to falter and falls out of that, they will kick you out and bring somebody else
in another company.
Yeah, what's the company that fell out of the S&P 500? J.C. Penney's.
Yeah, Sears. Macy's, and J.C. Penney's, and all that used to be in there.
Blockbuster.
All those companies used to be in the S&P 500. They fell off and they got clipped.
See, sister got a Series 7 Apple Watch for her birthday. Listen,
sister got money. Sister got busy.
Listen, the iPhone 14 is getting ready to drop, right? And I don't know when the date is for that because I'm waiting on 2 new phones. I'm waiting for the new Fold. The new Fold, I think, drops next month. So I'm copping both. I'm copping a new iPhone and I'm copping a new Fold. That's the only thing I spend money on. I'm a cheap bastard, but I love my gadgets. So Apple about to get some bread out of me too. Yeah, it says why. I'm not sure what we said why about, but clarify that. I'm kind of behind on the comments. Netflix.
I think he was talking about the comment that Don made with the SPY and the Microsoft and only trusting those 2 companies.
That's interesting too. Netflix, as big a company as they are, they run on AWS. A lot of the big companies run on AWS. Google is very for sure. This anniversary follower is bothering me.
I don't know many companies that don't run on AWS or Azure. Like those 2 systems basically run everything.
I think I saw. See, I be on Twitter too much, man. Some stuff on Twitter you don't know what I didn't vet it, but I saw that Apple hired somebody from one of the, I think Ferrari or one of the car companies to come work for Apple to help design the car. That was true.
Yep.
Okay. I thought I saw. I told you I'll be on Twitter
because they said they're getting into that self-driving game.
I bought an Apple TV recently. So shout out to our brother Diamond Dave in the building. What's up, Diamond Dave? Google Display Network has an endless amount of ad inventory. However, the economy has to be there to drive the ad buys. Great point. Because I'm looking at all the socials and Google, and I'm like, a lot of this money is predicated on ads. One thing I do know about tough times is ad spending cuts crazily. Yeah, I got friends that work in that industry and marketing, and they always get shook when the economy shifts. I'm in the VA, and Amazon warehouses are popping up everywhere. And
it's amazing to see the connection. Same thing in Texas, bro. Same thing here in PA.
I was on Roosevelt Boulevard a couple of days ago. I know last Saturday, I think it was. I was up there by where Chicken and Pieces, all the way up the boulevard. And there used to be a Best Buy there. And the Best Buy is gone. It's an Amazon Fresh now. The whole Best Buy is gone. It's an Amazon. It's like an Amazon Fresh facility. I was like, yo, yeah.
Bezos same day, next day delivery. That's why, man. They literally trying to be able to do same day, next day delivery for almost anything, man.
Yeah, I thought I was the only one. I said it as well. If I was paying for Apple TV, I'd cancel it. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I even like the little comedy joint loot they got on there. They got a lot of fly stuff. I just don't never go there. It says Shaq owns J.C. Penney's. He did buy them when they went down to the toilet. What did he do with it though? It's nice to have siblings with disposable income and daddies.
I ain't mad at that.
So it was Lamborghini. Okay, so Lamborghini. So that's who Apple hired, one of the people from Lamborghini. Tanisha, what's up with you, Tanisha? Thank you for joining.
Hey, what's up?
Ishka Bibbles is on my bucket list, as it should be. Yeah, I don't think he'll be going to Gym States no time soon, but Ishka Bibbles is still around, man. Gym States burnt down today. I'm gonna leave it at that because I got some thoughts on that, but I'm gonna be quiet because I don't know who's watching our show. Said Foundation. I don't think I seen Foundation was good. However, I like sci-fi. I gotta check Foundation out. I watch what's the joint I like on there? C. I watch C. Oh yeah. Oh, you didn't hear about Jim's? Yeah, Jim's on South Street.
Yeah, John burnt to the ground.
Yeah. When I first saw it pop up on my Citizens app, and I'm like, oh, it's probably just a little fire, a little grease fire.
No, that shit burnt to the
Yo,
ground.
news popped up. I was like, oh, okay.
Burnt to a crisp.
I'm like, okay, so
That look
that's
that look like a play. That look like they running the play.
yeah, that John looked like a like that my contract from Coinbase this week. Let me see if I could find it was crazy. It was absolute chaos. All right, so yeah, Tanisha, you may have missed that story.
Yeah, they definitely look like they running the play.
Yeah, I can read between the lines what you're saying, but yeah, players being run. Let's see if this pops up. It's a tweet, that's why. So, a fast-moving fire damaged one of Philadelphia's best-known cheesesteak shops, Jim Steaks on South Street. So I don't know if you can see that little video there. I'm not gonna play it for you to hear, but you can see what it looked like. You see that block right there. Look at it.
Yeah, that John frying right there.
Yeah, that's what happened to Jim's. Of course, said the play was ran. So yeah. So Latoya said the same thoughts. I haven't seen Great Man. Anybody see it?
I did. I watched it on Netflix. It was pretty
Any
decent.
good? See,
People died, so I was okay.
what was I watching the other day? And I was like, damn, Cora, like this. This murder's happening. I forgot what it was. I'll figure out what it was.
Yeah, figured out what it was because I'll go watch
it. Was Mad Murders. I was like, oh, Corey, you'll be into this. Baptiste. Yeah, it definitely came up.
Y'all gotta give me the name of those African shows. Man, I need to watch them Jones because I need to change up my what's the name? My Netflix joint is filthy with films with people dying all over the place.
Sean says they was watching Goodfellas and Court Inspiration.
Yeah.
They run the play. You gotta watch it. They're gonna make a sequel and make it a show. So Great Man was Netflix or was that Apple? That was Netflix.
That was Netflix.
Okay.
I don't got Apple TV.
I ain't even from that way. It's the first thing that came to mind. It says Corey, you would like the terminal list.
Saw it.
All right, yeah. See, if it's violence, he's in.
Yeah, I'm in.
The missus is in the building. What's good with you? King of Boys, Corey. I gotta get on that too. I gotta catch back up on African shows, man, because I've been on a whole different kick lately, so I gotta catch back up. Yes, I saw today that they got a show for Paper Girls. Now, I know people are like, what the hell is Paper Girls? It's a new show that Amazon got. They just dropped the trailer today. It intrigued me because that was one of the graphic novels I read back in the day that was fire. But the one thing that I'm not sure how I was going to translate that to Amazon. Let's just put it that way. So Brian K. Vaughan, to me, is one of the illest graphic novel writers there is. His pen game is sick. None of his stuff translates to TV well. He wrote the Under the Dome was one they put on TV. Didn't work. Why the Last Man, which is probably the illest graphic novel ever. TV show is absolute garbitus. Like it was so beat.
I told y'all to leave that. I told you to leave it alone, man. It was gonna ruin it for you.
Yeah, bro. Like I didn't even make it.
I told you.
You did. Listen, you did. You did on the record. Matter of fact, it's on the recording. You said that. But I mean, some stuff this doesn't translate well. But Paper Girls is another one of his things. So I'm looking to see how Amazon does with it. Not sure though.
I gotta watch the one thing I haven't watched that everybody else is watching is The Boys. Like,
oh, that's Hard Body Karate.
I know. I've watched the first 2 seasons. I haven't watched the newest season. Like I don't like to watch it as it play out. I like to let the whole season go and then I need to watch the whole season. Like I don't like watching pieces of it.
It's multiple seasons already done though.
Huh?
It's multiple seasons already done. They on what, season 3 or 4, something like that?
No, I've watched season 1 and 2. What I'm saying is I'm gonna watch the full season 3. I want it to fully play out and then watch it. I don't know if season 3 over yet.
Okay, I got you. You already watched the first 2. Got you. All right.
Yeah. I'm waiting for season 3 to end and then I'm gonna watch the whole season 3. Like I binge watch or I don't watch it all.
Got you. So Another thing I want to put on the record before we get out of here. Yesterday, we had the privilege of speaking at an event.
Man,
And this event was fire. It was in Philadelphia at the African American History Museum, and it was just an amazing event. We had a lot of folks on the stage. Corey and I went up there and killed it. Tracy did what she always does. Like, I'm never following her again. You know how all the rappers be like, "Yo, never go after Busta Rhymes." Like, that's who Tracy is, yo. She be up there preaching. Then we got to go up there after she didn't
her
like.
energy crazy.
Yeah, I'm like, come on, man. Why we gotta go after her, dog? Like, what's this about? But no, it was dope nonetheless. All of the top, specifically, especially all the black brokers were there. One dude that me and Corey met, like, as a real estate developer, dude does like 300 homes a year.
Yeah,
Literally builds 300 houses a year.
300 houses a year.
Yeah, so
From
it was yeah, from scratch. It was a dope event. And man, listen, all I could say, excuse me, all I could say is some of the information that the next generation will be getting is going to separate them from them, because so many people are focused like in that space right now. So it was put together by a company called Movement Mortgage, and shout out to our sister Elizabeth, who's here from time to time on Fridays. But that's her company. But one of the things that's ill about their company is they make millions of dollars, but they take 50% of their profits, and 50% of all their profits goes to the community, right? And they've built several schools. They got a school in Carolina, and they're building their own school. So instead of like, yo, we're going to donate to this or this, they just literally are building a school from scratch. So that, to me, is just phenomenal. They take 50% of their profits, which are in the millions, and they put it right back to the people. So I'm looking forward to
3 schools, and they talking about building 100 more in the next 2 years.
Yep.
3 years.
Yep. So that was kind of dope. Yeah, but so that event was fire. We got another event coming up on August 13th. That's for the what's it, 13 to 17?
Yeah,
Like
yeah. It's for youth ages 13 to 17.
Yeah, so that's gonna be dope.
With our sister Rachel Hannibal.
Yeah. So we got that coming up too. Yo, by the way, y'all, August 2nd, couple days, I'm teaching a class at Cheney. They have no idea how many locks bars are about to be put in my presentation, but that's either here nor there. So Omar says the boys is out of pocket. It depends on the adaptation and who the audience they're trying for. TV audience says, yeah. It's hard to create scenes based on. That's absolutely true, because sometimes in the graphic novels they really get into character development and things like that,
and it just doesn't really do that on TV.
The Man Who Fell to Earth was another dope series. Someone else told me that. I haven't seen
Kamari.
That yet. Yeah, that was Kamari said that. Yeah, MTV killed TV show pacing post 2000. Yo, I saw a study this week. It said, what was it? It said something crazy. It was one of them like headlines. It said that a study showed that the human attention span is now like less than an ant. I was like, what? Like, so I don't even know how people are going to watch long form programming at all these days. Like, listen, to the point where it said that even TikTok was prioritizing some of their shorter videos. You could put longer videos on TikTok, but they were rewarding people for putting stuff up that's less than 10 seconds. That's how crazy it is. That's how crazy it is right now in terms of our attention span, yo. It's absolutely brutal. So I don't even know how. Speaking of you, Corey, someone who works in the classroom,
I have to take the kids' phones.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, even if you take their phone, they're being programmed in a way where they still can't like keep attention on one thing for a long period of time.
I mean, that's my only chance though, because if they have their phones, they don't pay attention at all.
Yeah, that's kind of brutal, man. I don't know what that means for our future, but you know, they have this dude named Tweet Talk. What's good with you?
Yeah,
Did you got the ownership camp replays, right? So anyone who was in this year's camp gets access to the membership site. The membership site has all the replays on there. So for those that have been in the camp this year, you have all that. You have all that information. We might be doing another camp. We're trying to figure that out, right? Because our camp is every summer, but the demand has been crazy. But we're working on another big project, so we have to see where that goes and how much time that takes before we decide to do a fall camp. But anyone who registered and got their registration could log into the site and get all those replays. They definitely have to get things in sound bites. All right. Hey, Tweet Talk. I was on y'all show the other day. I don't know if you saw. I sent y'all a super chat too. That's why it's also important to make sure that your children read books.
Man.
Yeah, this is true. That's a great point, Latoya. That's an absolute excellent point. Because that could teach him patience.
Yeah, I'm telling you like this. I was hyperactive like young Charles, and I learned how to play chess and read books, and I sat my ass down.
So when you're teaching Charlie how to play chess,
as soon as I can get him to sit his little ass down,
yeah, he might throw the king and queen right at your face like FOH.
Yeah, man.
Yo, nuts. Charlie is
listen,
the man.
Listen, man. My mom, I learned how to count by playing cards. Like I didn't learn how to count in the classroom. My mom literally taught me how to play Pity Pat, Tonk, and all of them other games. Like I learned how to count by playing cards.
Yeah.
I learned how to read by reading comic books. I didn't learn how to read in the classroom. I learned how to read by reading comic books.
Yo, comic books are an underrated thing, right? Because I know a lot of people like that. Like in my old neighborhood, that's how a lot of folks learn. I'm like, yo,
I learned how to read by reading comic books in the newspaper. I didn't like in a classroom. I was okay, but like 90% of my reading came from comic books and the newspaper.
Because the thing about comic books, especially if you find one that you're interested in, you'll really try to figure out, like, you'll be like, what's this word mean? Because you're trying to follow the story. You know what I mean? So it kind of like helps you. That's
the crazy part is it helped me in the classroom is because I understood how stuff worked. Like with the superpowers, when you're trying to figure out how people's superpowers work. So I used to go try to look and read up on how like Superman is powered by the sun. So I found out a lot of stuff by the sun. Then people with animal powers, I would go look at that animal and see what they, what the characteristics, like Spider-Man. I was like, how the hell is he doing all this crazy? Like, I didn't know spiders could do that. You know what I mean? Like, so I really had to, I was curious.
Good teachers, man, like are everything. Because it's a lot of trash teachers out here, bro. Like I hear stories from like certain people and even like talking to people who are our age when they talk about their experience in the classroom. There's a lot of trash teachers out here, man. It's a lot of trash.
They out here just collecting paychecks, man. Listen, I don't really run into a lot of those, especially in special education, because you really gotta want to do special education to be like. So I don't really run into a lot of trash teachers because most of the teachers I'm around are in special education and they really actually care about the outcomes of the kids. But I see a lot, and I mean a lot of teachers.
And also, just want to throw him some bail too. Corey told me something yesterday that I never knew. We were talking about education. He said something about studies show that the optimal classroom is 1 to 8.
Yeah,
and it should be no more than 1 to 15. And what I mean by that is, for every teacher, there's 8 students, right? This classrooms that be having 30 and 40 kids in it for one teacher. Like, how I don't even know how you can do it.
I told you how I pick my schools for my kids. I pick them strictly on class size. I
gotta shoot teachers some bill for that. They are so
I pick the schools for my kids strictly on class size because the teachers all get taught at the same schools. The environments are generally the same, but you're going to get better environments when you have smaller class sizes. That's automatically going to be a better environment. I don't even care about the academic outcomes, none of that stuff. If you have the proper teacher to student ratio, you get better outcomes.
All right, so because here's my thing, right? And I guess I shouldn't say trash. I gotta watch my words. Some are more gifted than others, right? Because some teachers have the ability to relate to their students or talk to them in a way that they understand. I was giving an example. I was telling Corey how I was talking to this kid and he was telling me how he hates math. He hates math. But then he started breaking down to me how many points LeBron would need to score and how many years he would have to play to pass Kareem. He was breaking down all these different percentages and everything in basketball. And I'm like,
that's pure math.
I'm like, bro, you're doing math, right? He like, well, that's different because it's NBA. And I'm like, it's still math. It was never kind of explained to him that that's math, right? So it's interesting.
He had a hatred for something that he actually loves.
Yeah, how about that, right? Didn't realize there's a membership site. Yes, for the camp. Yeah, buy the hood camp. I saw you drop the super chat before we signed off. Look, appreciate you too, bro. Let's keep up the good work, man. Definitely appreciate what you guys do over there. Average American reading levels in the 6th grade. That's sad. Showing so they get more trash. Yo, Tanelia, I saw the story and I was like, yo, this can't be true. And
It's
then
definitely true.
And then I read
It's
further.
100% true.
I read further and it said Florida. So I was like, Texas and Florida, anything can happen, yo. Them states, y'all be wild.
Literally anything.
Y'all do whatever y'all want to do in Texas and Florida, yo. Like y'all really not part of this country. Y'all doing
states' rights. They take states' rights to the absolute end of the earth.
They push it right to that line, yo. Florida and Texas, y'all just be on.
They just do whatever the hell they want.
So they were saying that, yo. I was reading this. Matter of fact, let me see what it says. I'm gonna read it because it was on my phone. I was like, hold up, this can't be true. And you saying it's absolutely true. Like, yeah,
it's 100% true.
Lady says that today in my classroom, I had a soon-to-be teacher observe me for 2 hours. She was my age. She did not have a bachelor's degree, but her husband did 4 years in the military 30 years ago. The state of Florida gave her a 5-year teaching certificate because she's married to a veteran. She was a waitress, but now she starts teaching 3rd grade next week. And the only thing she had to do to get this teaching certificate was to observe certified teachers in their classroom for a total of 12 hours.
Yep.
She had to ask me what I meant by phonetic spelling, reading fluency, and mathematical operations because she had no idea what any of it made. That's kind of wild. Shout to everybody in Florida.
But you see, the thing is, because teachers are so disrespected, that's how you end up with teacher shortages and how you end up with stuff like that. Right? Where do I teach? I teach in Philadelphia. I teach in a charter school in the hood. I won't name that charter school because I don't know if they want to be named. Not for my sake, but for theirs.
So here's what I will say. We don't really give out recommendations per se.
They're 2 of the 5 biggest companies in the world.
We were talking about their earnings and how, with everything going on in the economy, they're actually cracking people in the head, making record earnings.
Yeah.
They're 2 of the biggest companies in the entire world. And I think Apple is almost like investing in a church. Although you don't want to get your church robbed live on TV, although that could have been a play too, but that's neither here nor there.
Ran the play. I think the pastor ran the play.
The funny thing about that is, man, they start digging up all kinds of dirt on that pastor. Pastor was wilding though. My man said he lost $1 million in like jewelry and stuff.
Him and his wife together lost $1 million in jewelry. And first of all, whoever was filming that is wild. They mad crazy, right? Because they didn't move. They never stopped filming it.
Yeah.
Whoever was the boy sitting in
but
the
I think
corner,
he was live streaming. I think he was live streaming the actual
you tripod live stream.
Yeah. That's but hold on though. My man got on IG that same night with another M back on him talking crazy. I'm like, oh, he one of them dudes.
Yeah.
That's probably what got him ran down on if the play wasn't being run. Because I'm
gonna tell you like this.
Right now.
Insurance fraud is crazy, bro. Because that ain't look like an M, bro. That ain't look like they got him, but that ain't look like an M.
And I don't know how we got on that from Apple or Amazon. Other than we were talking about the fact that Apple is like a religion. It's almost like investing in a religion.
It's a church. Apple is a church.
The Church of Apple. Some of the best teachers are lifelong learners. Great point. The toy on fire tonight, because that's an excellent point. How do you ever stop learning? There's always something new to learn. Millie Block's laughing. And this is why wealthy people put their kids in
I'm not wealthy, but I did put my kids in private school when I put them in school.
Listen, but I think it depends, right? Because there's some great public schools, right? And
they are.
The way the game is played is kind of effed up in terms of like your location determining where you go. But
man, we talked about that last night.
From a real estate standpoint, I see it like when a school gets a certain reputation, the values of homes around that school go crazy.
Absolutely berserk.
Go crazy. So Penn Alexander, right? And right here in Philadelphia, their catchment zone, those properties around there went absolutely insane. They were going up 1,000-fold because the school got a reputation and started building a great academic program. And it's a public school, but people wanted to live in that area so they could send their kids there. So the real estate went absolutely.
The real estate goes crazy because now you don't got to pay for private school.
Yeah, so it's almost like a 6 1 half dozen of the other, right? Like you basically paying for private school anyway, because now you got to pay to live in that area.
Yeah.
Leave past the fraudulent. Listen, I didn't say anything. I just say that my dude been wilding online, but I also seen like several articles about him. They've been digging up all kinds of dirt that he's been doing for years.
He got jammed on a live stream.
Dog, you got to be careful out here, man. I don't know at what point do people recognize that everything is being recorded. I know some people just on some issue where they don't care, but some people out here still moving like everything's not being recorded. Yeah, so Holland, Ohio Springfield School District rated excellent public schools. So I wonder if you actually, Lance, if you took a chance to look and see like the real estate that it takes to like live there, what that is. They were already bananas though. It was inhabited by Penn and Drexel professors.
Yeah, because they needed somewhere to house those professors as they were that's why the takeover happened.
But those schools, like when that school started like
they needed somewhere for their kids to go to school at. And that's how Penn Alexander, actually my brother lived in that catchment zone. And the reason my brother has never moved out of that catchment zone is because his kids go to Penn Alexander. My brother hates that area. He hates living in Penn Alexander, but his kids get to go to Penn Alexander.
So he's staying there just for the school.
100% for the schools.
Yeah. So Tanelia, I just never changed it. I did this one time because we was on a live stream with Kamari, and he had one of his homies on there who was a tax lady, and she put hers up trying to make me look at
like 55 titles on her.
So I put a couple of mine up there. So just to answer your question, the MSc is a Master of Science. I have a Master of Science in Real Estate from Drexel University. I happen to mention Drexel. I ain't with all that. I don't bang colleges like some folks, but anyway. The CPE is a Certified Pennsylvania Evaluator, which is a real estate valuation license, and the CBP is a Certified Bitcoin Professional. So that's what that means. Lance says high taxes. Yeah, so you're paying for it in other ways. You know what I mean? You get them higher taxes. You might as well stay somewhere else and pay for private school. If it wasn't a play, I definitely think the call came from inside the house.
Yeah, like as soon as boys start rapping, they was right on his top.
So he said them Highland taxes, high AF. that's your private school tuition you paying for. You gotta pay
taxes for that. Right there.
Yeah,
you're gonna pay it in taxes or in tuition, but you're gonna pay it.
Yeah, that's another T-shirt for you, Corey. You're gonna pay it, either taxes or tuition. You gotta pay it one way or the other.
You paying it. My brother don't pay either way because he lived in an apartment building there, and he has so he lived in a high rise, actually a high rise that I used to live in. No, he moved out of that one, but I used to live at a high rise at 40, the joint right on the corner of 47th and Chester, and that was part of that catchment zone. But then he moved. Like a year or two right before Penn Alexander became a school. And then when Penn Alexander came there, you know what I mean, his kids was like 6 and 7. Mm-hmm. And so now his kids been going to Penn Alexander since they was in elementary, since kindergarten.
Listen, I sold a condo either last year or the year before. No, the year before was the pandemic. It was actually during the pandemic. As a matter of fact, when the very beginning, though, I sold a condo, and the condo barely met the line, but it was actually in the materials of the condo and all their docs. By living in that condo, your kids were able to go to Lower Merion, and folks would buy a condo, and that it wasn't a bad condo, but it was right on the line. But that was like their literal top marketing piece. Lower Merion, by the way, for those that aren't from Philadelphia, is a school that Kobe went to, and it's one of the better schools. But you have to live out there in order to go. And put it like this: the homes out there in Lower Merion, oh my God,
yeah,
regular single family homes. You talking about an M? You know what I'm saying? Easy. On the low end, you're talking about an M. But they had like a condo, so people would like gravitate to this condo because it was a little bit cheaper. But your kids would get a chance to go to Lower Merion. But anyway. Yeah, education is something else. I tell my sons all the time they better bring home them great grades because their tuition could be my
factuals.
Listen, you're doing the right thing though. You making the sacrifices and that's going to set them apart.
Hey, listen, man, I paid for private school. Now I don't gotta pay for college. My son in college already.
That was a cheat code for better schooling in the last generation. Yeah.
Shit.
I remember back in the day when folks used to be like, give you your aunt's address. Had a school district investigating you like you running a drug ring, and all you really got is somebody. That shows you how crazy education is, bro. Like it shouldn't have to be that way.
Yeah.
Your address shouldn't dictate your quality of education. Not in this country. Not in this the wealthiest country that we have. It's ridiculous that your address dictates your education. But I've seen folks
and it's
get investigated.
crazy.
I've seen folks get investigated
and damn near and parents damn near locked up forever for falsifying documents. Yeah, so that kids could go to a better school.
And that's all they were trying to do is put their kids in a better position to succeed. Like that's kind of crazy. When you think
yeah, I seen parents catch crazy cases.
Got the feds coming up on you like, oh, what you doing? I just try to I'm trying to put Junior in a better elementary school. Like,
and they will send the feds for your ass.
And that's why I'm never having kids. Too expensive. Think someone went to jail in NYC for that. I believe it.
It's people that went to jail in a lot of places for that.
Yeah.
There's people that went to jail.
But what I'm saying, when you really think about what they're doing, that's a sad state of affairs, bro.
No, it is. But man, listen, it's nuts.
Sean works in the system. He says townships want them tax dollars. I see lawsuits all the time. So yeah, man, I understand, right? The only point I'm making is when you think about what they're actually doing and how they're being punished, it's absolutely insane, bro. Like
all they're trying to do is get their child a better education.
Sometimes I think about some of the things that go on in this country, and I'm like, we like bass backwards, yo. Like, when you think about healthcare, like the fact that we got to pay what we pay for healthcare, education, these things should be like. Anyway, let me get off my soapbox. Yeah. With that being said, though, listen, man, we about to do a giveaway because we have to get out of here early because we got some work to do for tomorrow's last day of camp, as well as other projects that we got going on. So do me a favor, if you want to be put in our giveaway for this week, please drop a 1 in the chat. Please drop your 1s in the chat. Our current podcast, we got our brother DeMario in there. And DeMario was talking about the rise of his business, and it's a beautiful episode. A lot of fire episodes coming up. We met some amazing people yesterday. I'm trying to rush on the show. Man, this is a bar right here. The benefits of being American are greater outside of America. Something to think about.
Yeah.
It's crazy, right?
Yeah, you think about it.
I'm sitting there thinking about it like
it might be true.
Jose,
that I had to think about it just tells you everything.
Appreciate that. Yo, shout out to Brianna for being in the building, man. Brianna, I don't know if you missed it earlier when I was bragging.
That class was absolutely fire.
I was bragging on you earlier. So in our MDC, in our membership group, Brianna did a class on mystery shopping, how to make money mystery shopping. And I learned so much. I got pages of notes. Not physical because I'm not like Corey. I don't use pen and paper, but on my phone, I take notes there. But very, very informative class. So I just want to give you a shout out because that was amazing. And that class is live in the back office for those in the MDC. Go take a look at it. But she sets you up in the class where you can take the class. You can take the class, go out and make your money to pay for your MDC membership right away. So shout out to Brianna for that. That was definitely it was worth the price of admission. So let me get this Will name
by yourself,
so we can start. Getting this popping. Also, I want to give a shout out on air to our brother Link Green as well.
Yeah, man. He came in and did the class last week.
Yeah, man.
And had the babies, set the babies up, and gave them some, some options about what to do in the crypto space.
Yeah, man. Ashley says, I need that mystery shopper. Hey, come through the MDC. We got it. We got it all. I'm excited for part 2. It will be a detailed intensive on filling out your work for the shops. There we go. So we got part 2 coming up. Also, I was showing Corey the text yesterday. My personal property manager, Lorenzo Jackson.
Oh,
got something for the MDC. He's
Yo,
going to do a
so
whole
is
class.
that dude.
Yeah, he's going a whole class. He's going a whole class. So
property management.
On property, yeah, how to set up your property management as you become a real estate investor. Also, part 4 of the real estate course. We did 3 parts already. Part 4 is coming soon too. We got part 2 coming up of the cover call. Spoon did part 1 already. That's in the back office. So it's a lot of stuff coming up. And Latoya says Lincoln, his gift was generous. And yes, the chemist, our brother Link Green, the chemist, want to give him definitely a shout out, man. He came through and did an amazing job for us. I need a side hustle. That's something I like to do. Yo, it's like a whole culture. Brianna was showing me how it works.
She was talking about people that was making $116,000 to $200,000 a year. I was like, damn.
Yeah, man. So anyway, let's get to these little names, man. Core, whenever you're ready, man, start reading off the early names.
All right, let me go back to the top.
Let me share the screen too, because I want to make it all transparent. Remember, if you do win this, shoot me an inbox.
So you can get paid.
Yeah, you can shoot by the hood an inbox on Instagram, TikTok. By the way, I got our TikTok and Instagram popping now because Kamari and Malik shouldn't have showed me how to do the green screen. I'm going nuts.
It's popping.
I'm going nuts till green screening right now, man. Like that's a cheat code, man. But anyway.
All right, so we're gonna start from the top. Tanelia.
All right, I don't want to spell her name wrong because I don't want no smoke.
TENEALYA.
Yeah, I don't want no smoke. Wait, what's next?
Jose. Tweet Talk. Tay.
Yep.
Latoya. Millie Block.
Yep.
Greg.
What's up, Greg? I ain't see Greg come through.
You're Jamil. Dominican O.
Yep.
Brianna. Ashley. Sean.
Yep.
Cameron. Chaz.
Hold on, I put a camera. I'm gonna make sure I got the right camera here. I don't want to spell the names wrong.
KAMREN.
That's what I thought. KAMREN. All right, Chaz. What's up to Chaz?
We already got Ashley, so that's all I see.
Oh, okay. Then we got way more.
Don ain't in here.
I know we got like 3 times as many people watching that filled out. Y'all must be y'all got some bread.
Y'all ballers, man. Shot callers.
Let's see. I just want to make sure.
20-inch rims on the Impala.
A couple more seconds and then we will get it popping.
If we missed you, speak up.
So it says, what's MZBC? It's MDC. I'll show you in a second. I'll put the website at the bottom of the screen. So the MDC is our private membership group that we have. It's myself, Corey, as well as 4 other brothers who are educators, and even so much more because Brianna is part of it, who's in here. She's an educator in there. Chastity, who's in the chat, is also an educator in there. Chastity does a class every Tuesday, and she got like special teachers coming to her class the next 2 weeks. Here is the website. It's mdcstrategy.com to get more information. That's MDC Strategy, and we have a back office that has over 200 courses in various things from business credit to real estate. But now we have, mystery shopping. We got Forex class back there. We got several real estate classes now.
I need to put something together like as an intro piece for people coming in. So to show them
Jamil asked me to change his name to Demil, like Don, to see if it works. And I'm gonna do it for you too, Paul. I just want to, Oh, there you go. V Don is in the building. You heard what you said. He said, "Hold up, here he is."
Change it from Jamil to Demil.
Yeah, I changed it to Demil. I want to, I'm gonna honor my brother right there. He asked for that, so he got it. So yeah, so that's MDC right there, MDCstrategy.com. We do a live class every Sunday. That's live. But all of our classes now, we stopped doing pre-recorded and start doing all classes live. There's crypto classes, Bitcoin classes, business credit classes. And our business credit class is taught by Jasmine Williams, the green real estate mom. And I actually talked to her today too. So she got some other stuff she may be bringing back there. So we're always adding value and adding things to that membership. So Yeah, so that's what that is. With that being said, this giveaway that we do every Friday here, it's funny because someone told me like, yo, that giveaway $50 every week. It was like, yo, that's like $200 a month. That's a card note. I was like, I don't know what card note you got, but yeah, that's what we do. I had a $200 card note, and Lord knows when, but it is what it is. But yeah, we do this every Friday. We give away Bitcoin. You shoot me a message if you win. So first of all, when you win, you got to let me know you're still here and say, hey, appreciate it, I won. Then shoot me a message. And anybody who's won in the past, you guys know I send out the bread that night. So you'll get it that night. This is just our way of giving back to a community because you guys make everything we do possible, as well as putting people on to Bitcoin. Because if you just hold what you win from us over a long period of time, you'll
come
be
up is real.
Yeah, you'll be very happy. Because a lot of folks don't want a lot of Bitcoin. A lot of people here that won multiple times already. Y'all definitely got several $100s from us, but I ain't gonna name no names, Vidon. All right, so with that being said, let's get ready for our first spin. You know what I'm saying? I want to see, and good luck to everybody, especially my brother DeMille. I want to see if he's on to something. Because remember, this is the wheel of names. I have nothing to do with what comes out of here.
I thought he won.
Come on, guys. Dominican. Oh, shoot me an inbox message somewhere, man. Shoot me a message, man. Yo, O sent me a video earlier this week. I don't remember what it was. It was something crazy.
He sent it to my inbox too.
What was it? It was something crazy too.
I'm about to go look right now.
I love when y'all send me videos, yo. Especially like keep me abreast of everything ratchet. But
the ratchet lives. The ratchet lives on.
I'm trying to find what it is. My inbox is.
The Bitcoin in Cuba, John.
Yeah, that's what it was. The Bitcoin in Cuba. That was interesting too.
Cubans turned to cryptocurrency amid U.S. sanctions.
Yeah, I watched the video too. Every time I see pictures of Cuba, I'll be dying like at the old Chevys. They be having like the 1950. Like, yo, it's like they frozen in time, yo.
I ain't mad at that though.
Yeah, I said, you know what I mean? They ain't even what you mad at. You had it. All right, so let's see. All right, so let's get ready, man, for the second spin, man. And shout out to O, because O already texted me. Oh, don't forget to send me your cash tag too, bro. Don't forget to send me your cash tag. All right, so the next person, good luck to you. This is for another $25 worth of Bitcoin. Yo, Don is out of pocket, man. So Don is out here. He's going to put his name up on Facebook multiple times.
That's what I'm saying. Like, this is how you be winning, man.
That must be part of how to trick the algo. Let's see.
AB, up, down, select, start.
He on a contra code tip.
Oh, get the hell out of here. It's Don.
Hey, yo. Hold up, cuz.
Yo, man.
Hey, yo. Yo, come on, Don. Yo, Don is in the CIA, bro. Don in the CIA, bro. Yo, he gotta be. Don is COINTELPRO, man. Somebody said, wow. Cheating ass Don.
Oh man.
Yo, Don COINTELPRO, yo. Congratulations to Owen Don, yo. I don't know what Don be doing, bro. Yo, and I don't think y'all understand. It ain't that he went Friday. We did a class one time. We did like a webinar. Don, like
$200 joint. We gave away $200.
Don supported our webinar. Shout out to Don for supporting our webinar. He came out. We did a giveaway during a webinar. Don won that too.
Yeah, man.
Yo, we gave away a computer last year during Christmas, and the only reason Don didn't win that is because I don't think he was there when we did that. The twins is I'm crying because it's just funny at this time. Yo, Don, you got everybody laughing, bro. Algo trapping Don. Yo, he said Don, we get an MDC class on how to trick the algos, man.
Yeah, man. That was
yo. They said Don put the Mortal Kombat code sequence in. Yo, Don, you got everybody tripping, bro. Like, it's wild, yo. Don needs his own class in the MDC. But congratulations, man. Don, I hope you got some Powerball tickets. Send me $1. Yo,
right.
it's funny how when that thing get up there, people be tripping, man. Funniest thing I seen is so today I saw multiple like celebrities on their timelines, like putting up their ticket purchases. Yo, and people got so upset. People got so upset.
Why would they
Like,
get upset? Why can't I win $1 million if I got $1 million? Like, why are they mad?
quick thing about statistics, right? The more tickets you buy doesn't increase your odds of winning.
It does.
So you could buy one ticket. I could buy one ticket. Corey could buy 400 tickets, and it doesn't increase the odds. So, but it was crazy to see. The funniest response. So DJ Khaled put up a joint with him and his tickets. They tore his ass up. Pause. The funniest response, and I thought it was an interesting response, was the boy QC, that got the label with the Migos and Lil Baby and all that. Quality Control. He put up that he got a ticket, and folks was clapping at him. And the boy was like, yo, I still work. I don't want to work. And I think a lot of times because people are successful entrepreneurs that people feel like they don't work. The one thing I'll say is this. A lot of entrepreneurs I know work harder than people with jobs, right? Because you work for yourself doesn't mean that you don't work. Sometimes you don't work 9 to 5. Yes, work 9 to 9. Or, right. You work 24/7, 365. But the way he responded, I was like, it's pretty interesting. He was like, yo, I still got to work. I don't want to work. If I hit this, I'm not working. I was like, okay, so respect that. But yeah, people was pissed.
All respect to that.
Yeah, she said they still pissed at DJ Khaled. But the funny thing is people were acting like it was like a given that they're going to win. I ain't going to win now because you bought all them tickets. I'm like, no.
It doesn't change the odds one bit because people don't know math.
Yeah, another T-shirt. Another T-shirt. People don't know math. Anyway, listen, ladies and gentlemen, we're about to get out of here. We appreciate you as always. Oh, send me your cash tag. Don, I know I got your cash tag 60 million times in all of my inboxes, but send it anyway. That way I'll make sure to get you guys your Bitcoin this evening. We appreciate you as always. We back here next Friday, new pod Wednesday, and we'll be in the streets other than that, man. Sunday, for those already in the MDC, live class Sunday at noon. Monday, we
might bring that one to the streets. We might bring that one on Sunday to the streets.
Bringing everybody, let everybody in, not just
we might just bring that one to the streets.
We'll see about that. But listen,
we'll think about that. We got partners, so we can't just say what it is.
But. Listen, Brian, we love you as well, man. We appreciate all you guys. Have a great weekend. For everybody that has a kid in our camp, tomorrow is the last day of camp. Also, for the parents that have kids in the camp, I have all of you guys' phone numbers that have registered. I'll be contacting you about the stipend. We just got to check the roll sheets for the previous 6 weeks, and then we'll contact you to get that stipend into your hand. But we are working on that as well. Want to say we appreciate you. Thank you guys for everything, and we'll see you guys next Friday. Peace.